Did it go? It went. Yay! Hi. Who's here? Let us know. Welcome in. I'm going to fix the light. Let us know you're here. Tell us what you're working on. Tell us what's going on. I need to turn it to all chat, live chat, whatever it is. Chat. Who's here? Anybody? So while we're waiting on people to show up, in case you're watching the replay, welcome in. Thank you for showing up and coming to see what we have to say today. Sorry, I don't mean to keep shaking the camera. It's part of life, I guess. But anyway. Hi, Cat Lady. How are you? Hello. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Hello. Nice to see everybody. I know this is a crazy time of year and everybody has lots to do, but we've kind of stepped back and we're doing some other things. So before Christmas gets here, we wanted to spend just a little bit of time with subscribers and do a little bit of chit chat and talk about a few things and see what's going on. Hi, Susan.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
I made I won't say my first, probably my second attempt at washcloths, Susan, and was very pleased. I did the moss stitch and was very pleased with them. Can you all see? We forgot about lighting and it's going to be dark here soon. So, hi, Denise. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Marlene. Hi, Susan. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. What's everybody working on? What are you doing today? Are you going to be lazy today? Like I hope you can, and just kind of chill out and enjoy the day and be at home. Are you working? Are you last minute Christmas shopping? Oh, I hope not. I've heard it's bad. I think that was part of my problem this year. I usually try not to go in stores after November 1st just because it's crazy. And I don't do well in large groups of people, especially strangers. And my senses are always going off. I'm always on alert with my kids and stuff. So, and especially that time of year. My goodness. Hey, Alana. Hey, Shirley. How are you?
Hello.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I love your little Santa and Mrs. Claus emojis. I don't have those on my end. The ones I have don't look like that. They're not cute like that. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. What are you guys working on? What are you doing today? Are you hanging out? Are you baking? Are you cooking? Are you doing all those things? You know, are you wrapping presents? Are you not going to celebrate and you're just going to have a quiet time at home? If it wasn't for my kids, that's probably what I would be doing this year. It's been she gave me a look. It's been a rough season, so I don't know why this year has been harder than most, but it's just been weighing on my mind. And so if it weren't for my children, I would probably watch a Hallmark movie and eat something that's not good for me and look at the tree and just spend time crocheting. Angel ornaments. Hubby and you will be playing Mr. and Mrs. Santa. Oh, that's nice. Just finished wrapping gifts, taking a break. Working on a blanket for Denise. I have I wrapped everything not too long ago. You guys have to excuse me. I'm a little distracted. My husband went to the post office and I got a notice the other day from a family member, and she said, I have a very extended family. Like, we're connected. Like, I know everybody has a big extended family. Duh, we all do, right? But most of us are connected. Not most, but some are still connected. Even cousins down the line. Like, I didn't realize how many there were here. And one of them messaged me this week and said, hey, would you like to have this book? And this book is, I don't even know if they still do this. I think they still do. It's the funeral book that you sign in when you go to the funeral. Sorry. Krista, you shook it.
There you go.
It might, no, that's your dad's. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Give us just a second. Hold on. Sorry, that's what happens in a firefighter family. And I didn't know that was, well, no, you shook the whole computer. It was like, boom. we never know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, boom, here drops in the middle of the night. That's a lot of fun too.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you jump. But anyway, these are the books that they have when you have a funeral and people sign in, the guest list thing. And so she messaged me and wanted to know if I wanted to have this. This is for my uncle, great uncle, my grandmother's brother, and he died at an early age. And I was going through looking and seeing all the neat facts and found out that part of my husband's family went to visit at the funeral, so apparently they knew each other. That's kind of neat. But anyway, yeah, I finished wrapping, oh my goodness, I don't know, week ago. I hate to wrap presents. Anybody else hate to wrap presents? It's like my least favorite thing of the whole season. Like, and I say every year I'm going to do better. This year I said I'd be done by Thanksgiving, and I wasn't quite done, but most of my children's stuff was done, and that's all I cared about, to be honest. The other things, they're still young, and of course my oldest is like 23, but still, they're still kids, and I worry about taking care of them, and the rest of it can wait, right? Marlene, I used gift bags a lot too. When they were little, I felt bad for doing that. But you know what? They don't really care. It's going to go in the trash anyway. So what's the difference, right? But yeah, for some reason, I don't enjoy wrapping presents. And Kristen helped. Thank goodness.
I love wrapping presents.
I would have still been wrapping presents probably. And not because there were a lot, but because I'm slow. And horrible at it, and they know not to expect anything pretty. Is what it is. You get what you get. It's in the bag.
It's just getting ripped off anyway.
Exactly. The dogs are going to play with the paper, so who cares? But hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry. I had to get an update on what's going on. There's a structure fire, so he's leaving. You love wrapping presents? Ugh.
I do too. I also love doing the little ribbon curls.
She wouldn't ribbon so she could do. I'm like, what is wrong? No,
I did. I love doing that.
Listen, I don't even do name tags. Y'all want a trick to not have to do name tags to make sure? Here's what I do. I have 3 children, and of course, then me and my husband. So all 3 children get a separate wrapping paper. Each year is different. It's whatever I find that I think they will like. And I try to make sure I buy enough to cover what they have. And each child gets their gifts wrapped only in that color.
You do that with Dad's too.
Yeah, not color. Like one will have Santa Claus, one will have.
Like this year, mine is red with white writing. It says like Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad.
And we always joke about that song because I sing all the wrong words on purpose.
And I'm like, no.
And I don't know the right words either. And she had Spanish class, and she's like, yeah, it's not right. And I'm like, I don't care. I had Spanish too, and I still sing it wrong. I don't care. And I belt it. So, and then my oldest had buffalo plaid, and then my husband's was Little Red Truck, and Luke's is Santa Claus. So it's just different. So I buy enough to cover each person's presents, and then that day, all they have to do is find theirs, and then if it's in a bag, then of course I put their name on it.
This year,
Shirley Spring, you got to have those ribbon curls.
I love doing them.
I can't. I can't.
My little cousin's presents. There's 2 of them. I did Mama, Papa's friend, my uncle, and then did I do Papa's?
I don't know.
I know. And Nana's. And I did all of them with ribbon curls. I loved it.
No. Making me look bad. See, I don't do this. Now, when they were little, I did that kind of stuff. But
yeah, you did when they were little.
And I'm going to go ahead and share here. We did receive a couple of Christmas cards. I'm the queen of Christmas, but I'm going to be honest. I didn't put out cards this year. I had intended to. And then something happened with my husband's job where I couldn't do that. So it's not a big deal. I just couldn't do it. And so maybe next year I'll get to do it, and I'll try to plan ahead a little bit. But anyway, this says Merry Christmas. And this is from Rebecca at Yarn and Pajamas. And it says, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And then I'll leave the other note for me. But then she sent us 2 of her Yarn and Pajama stickers. And if you don't know her, you need to go check her out. Rebecca is a lot of fun. And especially if you like true crime. Oh. I am not a true crime fan. Like, I can watch part of it, but then I get the heebie-jeebies and have to turn it off. But if you like true crime, or maybe you don't like to watch it, but you like to hear about it. She does this thing called, what is it called? Shoot.
I can't remember what it's called.
I gotta look it up now.
It was on the tip of my tongue. I love true crime. I could watch it.
She does this thing
24
about,
hours.
hold on. Let me look her up. She does this thing where she talks about unsolved mystery, or not unsolved mysteries. She talks about crimes that have happened in the past and crochets while she does it. And it's so interesting. It's so much fun. And I don't like true crime, but I love these things. I love to listen to her and listen to what she's doing. Let me see what it's called. Hold on. Isn't that awful? I tell her all the time how much I love it. And now I'm like, I didn't. Hooked on Murder. That's what it's called. Hooked on Murder. So she will tell you all about this whole murder mystery while she's crocheting. And the last one she did is an hour from me. And so I went and did all kinds of research after that because it was so interesting. And it was about children. And, that's all my thing. I'm all about kids. And it was about a fire in a house. It was so interesting. Having a very difficult year myself, so I haven't done a lot of things I enjoyed doing for Christmas, cards, baking, homemade gifts, etc. Feel bad. Don't feel bad. You're taking care of yourself. Listen, I get on here and I have a smile and I laugh and joke with you all, but Kristen can tell you that that's not always the case. I'm not always happy. I have joy in the Lord, but I'm not always happy. And this year's been very difficult for me. I've missed my dad and brother a lot. There have been some things, like I said, with my husband's job. We did not bake and do candy like we normally do. We always do it every year with my mother-in-law. We did not do it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I did not send cards. I'm okay with that. It makes me sad. Not for other people, because I'm okay. My family understands. But like for my YouTube family, I feel bad because I would like to have sent cards to everybody. It didn't happen. So that's why we're here today. Our message for you today is to say, we love you. Excuse me. We love you. Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, Merry Christmas anyway from us. And we hope you have a great day that day. I mean, seriously, if you don't celebrate and I say Merry Christmas, I hope you don't take offense. It's what I celebrate. And if it's not what you celebrate, then have a great day, right? And enjoy your life. And
just know we love you.
Know we love you. And mainly the message I wanted to give today is that, Marlene, if you love true crime stories and you don't know Rebecca, it's called Yarn and Pajamas. Go check her out. She has a whole list of them that she's done over the years, and it's so good. And she's just crocheting along, and it's just so comforting. And then, bam, here's a Hooked on Murder, and she's going to tell you, and they're labeled Hooked on Murder, and she'll tell you these stories, and it's always one that it's just craziness. It's the craziest ones you've ever heard. It's really interesting. I can't talk today. Sorry for those who don't know. I'm just going to put it all out there today. I have top false teeth and I can't talk today because, I'm having issues. True crime podcast. I can't say it.
True crime podcast junkie.
Thank you. Twisted words. Go check her out. Yarn and Pajamas. You'll love her. Hey, AU Alley Cat. How are you? Your live is the best Christmas card. Aww. Well, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. And that's what we wanted to do because she's going to make me cry because I didn't get to send cards. We wanted to come and say thank you. Alana, it does me too. I love to do for others. I wish I could do more too. And you can only do what you want, You can only do what you can. I was reading and talking at the same time. No, you're not bringing anyone down because listen, Kristen can tell you this Christmas has been rough for me. It's one of the reasons I'm here today. It's been rough, has it not?
Yeah.
It's been rough. And my kids, I don't sugarcoat things. So they know how to get through things because they watch me get through it. We love you too, Miss C. Oh, we love you so much. Big love.
So much.
And we love all of you. We just wanted to come today to say Merry Christmas. And it wasn't to be a downer or to say, oh, boo-hoo. It was to say Merry Christmas because I didn't get to send out cards and because I didn't want Christmas to come and not see you guys. And yeah, we've been kind of not as many videos because I've been doing the whole
calendar.
Thank you. Words.
Advent calendar.
There are words in here. I can't get this to make this do this. Sorry. the advent calendar with Cindy at Life and Yarn Tangled. So I've put those up, and we've thrown some videos in there in between. Just returned from Virginia. Well, you weren't far from us then.
Yeah.
Which part of Virginia? North, south, east, or west? Words are as good as cards any day. Hugs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate that so much. But we just wanted to come say that we love you. We appreciate you. This year has been amazing and more than we could ever hope for. You've sent things for Bumblebees. You've sent things to us, which is never expected, but always appreciated. And most importantly, you've given support and been here when we needed you. Many times these lives are as much for me as they are for you. They're to give me hope and inspiration and remind me there are good people in this world. And I need that often because there have been lots of times when there weren't good people in my immediate world, not my family, but other people. Because we all go through that, right? Kristen, Susan wants to know what you're making.
All right. I am working on the Year the Inspiration Shawl by Spring the Fabric Enthusiast.
Take it up closer. Where did mine go? Here it is.
It was right beside you.
Okay. Oh! You're knocking me out.
This is just the body. I'm on row 50. I have 22 more rows, and then I got to do the edging.
Okay. So, let me catch up and then I'll tell you. Oh, Alana, we appreciate you too. We love you so much. We really do. We don't just say that. We love you all.
We do love y'all.
Near Blue Ridge Mountains, not far from Charlottesville. AU Alley Cat, we are 30 minutes from Narrows, which is 40 minutes from Narrows, which is on the border between West Virginia and Virginia on the west-hand side, southwest. Yep.
I'm not good with directions. Don't ask me.
Southwest. We are at the bottom between the two.
You could ask me
near Blue Ridge Mountains. Okay. Hey, Granny D, how are you? Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Howdy. You sent out notes because September knocked you in a big hole so much better, but not 100. Well, December has knocked us out, and it's just one of those things that we have to work through, and it's okay. So, saying that, I also have. Oh, Shirley, we're so excited. We'll talk about that in a minute too. I got sidetracked reading everything. What was I saying?
You were talking about.
I know, but I lost it. Anyway, so funny thing, really funny. So Kristen came the other night and she said, usually Kristen does all of her crochet in front of me and I know what she's doing and vice versa, unless we're hiding something. So she came to me the other night and said, hey, guess what I've been working on? And I said, I didn't know you were working on anything. She said, yeah. She said, I've been working on a shawl. And I said, really, what is it? She said, it's the Year the Inspiration.
No, I didn't. I came here and said for you to guess.
Oh.
And she guessed it.
And I said, You're the Inspiration by Spring. And she said, yeah, how'd you know? And I said, funny thing, I had been thinking about it myself and wanting to do that shawl. And I said, I'm getting ready to start it. And so I knew I had this yarn in my stash. I don't like this yarn. I bought this. It's Big Twist, and it's from Joann's. But it's supposed to be pink, and it's a pink marl. And when you look at it, it looks like it's dirty, even though it's not. And I don't like it. And plus, it's supposed to be a 2. It's not a 2. Really funny thing, if you didn't watch Spring's Live Thursday night, she gave a lot of advice, her and some other crocheters and knitters, about what was I saying?
Yarn weight
And yarn ply. Okay. This says this is a 2. This is not a 2. And I can't find my thing. I don't know what bag that's in. Do you?
It is in your Ella bag in the Notions pouch.
Hold on. So she did a really good thing about that. You didn't send out any cards either. Can't do it. All the cards. Stamps are so expensive.
I was shocked, okay? I was like 17 years old when I found out how expensive stamps were.
How much is a stamp?
I was going in, and I'm like, oh, they probably don't cost nothing.
That's hilarious.
And then I go in, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know how much they were.
Like 60 cents. They're expensive.
I was like, they should be like nothing.
I thought they were in that. Anyway.
They're in the other one.
What other one?
In the other Notions pouch in there.
There's not another Notions.
Yes,
this one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's not in there.
No, it's not.
It's the Ella Notions pouch. Pretty sure.
Oh, it's not in here. It's somewhere
I
else.
put it back in there.
Anyway,
Let me do some more.
there's a thing. We're all a mess. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We're a hot mess. It's okay, Express. Thank you. So these, I may be giving a spoiler alert. I don't know which day these came, so you may see something that I haven't shown yet. It's okay. Cindy at Life in Yarn Tangled sent me this. So if you can see real close, this tells you, I'm going to shake. Sorry, it's part of my heritage.
Too. We all have it.
And my dad had Parkinson's, so you know, it is what it is. It tells you, you can lay the yarn in the lines there and it will tell you the size of the yarn. So mine was supposed to be a 2 and it fits all the way down in this very bottom one that says lace. And I knew it was thin. In my defense, I don't use thin yarn ever. I don't like it. I like it. It's beautiful. My hand right now, right here, hurts so bad from doing this because it's so thin. Oh, thank you, AU Alley Cat. I'm glad somebody knew. I don't know which day it happened because, like you all know, we recorded and, like, you know, Hot Mess Express, all of it went.
Because December is crazy.
Oh, I'm so thankful we recorded. Like, we did like 2 or 3 days of recording for that because had we not, y'all would have been in the middle of it going, and I probably would have said, oh, I can't even continue because I don't know where this is at or that's at. At one point in time, I had saved them all and lost the jump drive I had them on and thought, my husband said, well, just redo them. I said, I don't know where all this stuff is or what sequence they came in. I can't do that, but I found it. Thank God. She also sent me this. If you've not seen seen something like that before, it's for knitting and crochet hooks. So you can tell. So if you don't know what size they are, you can use one of these. You can also use a measuring tape and measure around your hooks to figure out what size they are. Jaden Stitches has a really good tutorial on that. It's okay. Alana, it happens a lot. That's one reason why I keep getting a bigger and bigger hook and going up and up and up. Because the bigger hook doesn't hurt as bad as long as I use a worsted yarn. I can't use a great big bunch of yarn, the big thick ones, and I can't use really tiny ones, but it's okay. Occasionally I do it when I want to do something, and this is one. So here's the other problem. This was only 600 and some yards. So probably wasn't there. You can see it's kind of like a muddy looking mess. It's pretty, but I don't know. It works out funny, I think. So I thought it would be enough, and it probably would have if it would have been the right weight for what I needed. But like I said, it said 2. So when I got to the point where Spring was done with her body of her shawl, and it was supposed to be 59 inches, and I'm not paying attention the whole time going, ba-dee, going down, you know, crochet, crochet, crochet away and not paying attention. And then wait a minute, how many more rows do I have? And I got to the end, I had like 37. So I added another 6 rows, which I think took it to 42. And that's where I'm stopping. And it's down this side, it's a crescent shape. And down the other side, it's straight. And I have another yarn in here that I know is super thin, minuscule, like this yarn that's white. And I'm going to put it down the side for the front or the edging that she did. So it'll just be like strawberries and cream, right? It's going to be strawberry and white and then white on the edge. And it'll go to Bumblebees for a little girl instead of an adult because it'll be 42 inches. It'll be okay. Yes, please leave your thumbprint. Leave your thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. And then I had another Christmas card that came. Y'all, I just can't.
It's so cute.
And isn't that very fitting considering what I've been doing with Rudolph every day?
Oh, yeah, it is fitting.
So cute. And that's from Ella at No Catchy Name. And I just think he's adorable. Also reminds me of my daddy and my brother who used to love to deer hunt. I just absolutely love it. For those who don't deer hunt, I'm sorry. It's how we live. Hope your Christmas is very merry, always bright, and filled with reasons to smile. And then I have a little personal note. And then she sent me these. You all have seen our logo. So here's the pink yarn ball. And here's the green yarn ball. You can't see it, but that's green, I promise. So that's for Kristen likes green and I like pink. So that's what that's for. And those I'm sure are made by her sister Hattie, who has an Etsy shop made by Hattie, and you can go find all kinds of gorgeous stickers. And she has true crime and crochet stickers too. I don't know how did they got to be all about true crime, but it did. So those were the ones that we got in the mail. In addition to the one from Blitza, which I've already shown in another video, and the one from Cindy that she sent with her stuff. So we just wanted to come today to say Merry Christmas and we love you. And I always feel like thank you is not enough, because if I go back and I look at this year in review for YouTube for us, it's really insane. Like, yeah, see, I don't knit, so but I can definitely use them for crochet, because I have some crochet hooks that don't have sizing on them, and I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt, Susan. I'm kind of like, this is our Christmas card to you all. More than that, we wanted to say thank you. I just can't. You all see bits and pieces of things. Like, we tell you when people send things and we show them and we show cards, but then we see everything here, and we see the amount of hats and things that stack up for bumblebees. Bumblebees in and of itself was just a revelation this year for me, because it's something I had wanted to put my heart and soul into and make it work, but wasn't sure how we were going to go about doing that. We started here at home. We started Facebook. We started YouTube. Basically, that was part of it. Wanting to get the word out, knowing that we could grow, and hoping we could grow if we did. And we have. It's because of you. And there were so many cute things that were said and done. There were some extra hats in the end. Most of those are going to wind up at, it's only because we love you. You have a special place in our hearts, just because. Oh, Miss C, thank you. We love you too. And I don't know why I can't stop burping. I'm sorry. We love you too so very much. And you all have no idea what you mean to me. And it's words. It just seems like words, but I can't express the feeling that comes behind it, because YouTube has been, the YouTube Yarny community has been such a blessing for me. And I thank God for that, because you all have been at times what has pulled me through when it seemed like that I could not get my head on straight. And I see other people who are suffering right now too. The holidays are hard. I mean, it's just,
they are difficult.
It's hard. And I had a friend who said, just because it's Christmas doesn't mean things change. You know, life is still happening. You are still having issues with your job, issues with finances, issues with health, issues with children, whatever it might be, relationships. You're still having all those things. And in the midst of it, you're trying to power through. I'll give you a little piece of advice. 9 times out of 10, what you see on Facebook and social media is fake. Not saying that they're not celebrating and doing those things, but the fancy little, nice little picture that you see is fake. Because we all put forward our best foot, right? You're not showing what's really going on behind closed doors. There's been many a days I got on YouTube that you all see a smile that you don't know that behind that, when I turn the camera off, there are tears. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get on here and cry. Now, I have a few times, because y'all brought me to tears because y'all so sweet, or because I talked about a subject that I felt. Merry Christmas, Cindy. I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? You know, that I talk about subjects that cause that sometimes, and that's part of life. But I'm not going to get on here and share every bad thing that happens. So I wanted to get on here today to let you know that if you're not okay at Christmas, it's okay. We love you. Big love and hugs.
We do love you.
We understand. And just because I get on here and go Christmas, 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 and smile and sing and have fun and laugh, doesn't mean that I'm okay either. And it doesn't mean that you have to be okay. But we hope it brings a smile to your face, because you bring joy to us. And we wanted to say thank you for all you've done this year. The support, the comments, the support of everything. Show me, I got a new thing from Yarn and Pajamas.
She was listening too.
And the hats that you've sent, the heart that you have for the outreaches that we love, all of those things. Litza, hey, what time is it there, honey? Merry Christmas to you. Yes, Miss Litza sent us a card too. We showed in another thing, and I've got it over here somewhere in my stuff. I've shown it in a video, but yes, she sent us some little treats too, and the cutest little ornaments. Memories well up in our eyes and sneak down our cheeks. I've had a lot of that lately, and it is what it is. 9:30 a.m. It's 5:30 p.m. here. You are bright and early. Litza, I had no idea until I saw your video this week what you did. Well, I had a partial idea what you did for a living, and that's what I do as a substitute. And I also sub as a teacher, but I also go in and sub in offices in the school system. So I was really excited to hear that. Because of you two and the Bumblebee Mountain Challenge, I made hats from Bod, Jax, and Juan. That's wonderful. I need to make more hats this year. I want to step out of my comfort zone and stop doing that same pattern and do some different things. You didn't get in the Christmas spirit till the 9th of December when we did Santa for a charity event, 300 kids in a little over 4 hours.
Aww.
I always expect to feel it when we do our parades, and I did to an extent. I think this year there was just a lot going on but I'm still okay. It's okay. Learned so many stitches, built your confidence so much. So you made 15 hats for the crew at the oncology dermatologist. Aw, that's wonderful. See, I want to do that this year. I want to step out of my comfort zone, make different hats, stop trying to do the same thing. Yes, Coco. Litza. Sorry, I'm reading Coco's Crochet. Yes, so much exactly alike. I was so tickled to hear that. That blessed my heart because it's funny. You remind me of a lady that I work with who does your position. She does your job. And I sub for her quite often. But when I'm subbing as a teacher, I go in and she's in the office. And I've worked with her in the office as well. You remind me of her, Elizabeth. You remind me so much of her.
Litza did either.
It is uncanny how much you remind me of her. Your mannerism, the way you talk. So now I know that's another reason why I love you so much. But yeah. So we just wanted to say thank you. Bumblebees has been amazing. There were, like I said, a few hats left. The remainder of those will be dropped off after Christmas to the outreach I talked to you about. That in the schools here, we have something called Community in Schools. Each school has, for each level, they have a caretaker for that. And they find people who donate things in the community, and they make sure they get into the hands of children who need them from elementary through high school. So the way it works is, let's say little Johnny doesn't have a jacket. Little Johnny only has to go to this person, and it's in secret. They go to their office to visit. Nobody has to know what's going on. But I've seen kids, they don't care. They say, I need to go talk to so-and-so, and I need to get this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. And they go to them, and they get whatever they need. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. You've already started beanies for 2024. Oh, my goodness. I have taken a little bit. Well, no, I've started a shawl, though. This is for Bumblebees. This is Spring's, the Fiber Enthusiast. This is her, You're the Inspiration shawl. So this is the body. And then mine's a little shorter, so it's going to be for a little girl because I messed up with the wrong yarn. And then I've got to put the edging on down the side in white. So it'll be like a strawberry and cream type thing because I ran out of pink yarn. That's what I get for buying yarn at Joann's and not paying attention. I didn't pay attention to the size. And then when I got home and saw it was a 2, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just make a shawl. And then when I started crocheting with it, it's got these little teeny tiny baby stitches. Like, seriously, that's a double crochet. It's insane. But anyway, it'll be okay. It'll go for a good purpose. So those will go after Christmas to their designated areas. I had spoken to a lady that used to be our principal there, who's now community in schools, and asked her, would that be okay? And she said yes. And I asked her how many children. So we have plenty to cover their children that they have underneath them in the program. And there's a few other little extra toddler ones. Toddlers are the ones that I see that we need the least. And I don't know why that is here. Me too. I'm so happy. We asked earlier, what are your plans for this weekend, Litza? What are you doing? Are you last minute shopping, wrapping? I know what you're last minute crocheting pillows, right? Isn't that what you're doing? Did you finish yet? But I do have about 12 toddler hats I need to figure out something to do with. For some reason, the need here seems to be more adults and school-age children, and I don't know why that is. Maybe there's not a lot of birthing going on in the community. I really don't know. I don't hear a lot of announcements for babies here. This is more of a retirement-like community where we live. Most young people, when they graduate, leave here, just quite frankly. Bye, Litza. Oh,
Bye.
wonderful. Merry Christmas to them all. I hope your son had a wonderful, no, it wasn't your son. Somebody else's son. Birthday? Was it your son that had a birthday? I was thinking he had a birthday recently. 11 out of 12. The 12th one's yours, right? We always put ourselves to last. Hopefully you get time to work on it while you're on break. Hopefully they get a long break. I think she said January 30th. We get 2 weeks. Oh, we actually get 11 days. 11 days. That's what we get. Try and knit a few.
With Litza.
They're having Christmas in the Bahamas kind of thing. It's warm there.
Sign me up. I'll go swimming.
Santa wears jams. If you don't know what jams are, I'm dating myself. Those are the shorts that had to be like 2 inches above your knee or longer. When I was growing up, that's what you had to wear to school. It wasn't at the tips of your fingers. 2 inches above your knee or longer. They look like a mess. They're long and ugly. Loom knit, but going to try and actually knit. Hey, all you can do is try, Gail. I've tried, I failed, and I'm okay with that. I did try a couple times. I can knit a scarf, but I don't want to. I want
a hat that I've knitted on since, when did I get that?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been like probably 3 months, and I only have the brim in a little bit.
I want to knit. I don't want to put the effort into making my hands do the process. I think I don't know, I can't get them trained. Would love to do outreach here where I live. I just can't right now. I need to get some other things taken care of first. My heart's desire is to reach out to our local moms with the babies program. We have a program here that does that. And there were some hats donated to babies too, because they do a free, like a baby shower, and you go get stuff for free. No more bunnies, no more hats this year. I'm working on baby blankets, booties, and bonnets. Maybe a baby bunny for a while. No more bunnies. No more sun bunnies. Look like old men boxers. AU Alley Cat. Yes, yes, yes. They looked awful. Did they not? They look like culottes, except for they weren't as wide at the bottom, or like what they used to call bloomers, like the big pants that come down to your, they were horrible. And they always had the ugliest prints. Like they had big ferns plastered across them. I think I had one time that was like the 80s print. It was like bright yellows,
circles.
Yeah, it was bright yellows and oranges and pinks, and it had, I forget what it had on it, maybe some cartoon characters. Those jams were the ugliest things. I never will forget when they came in and said that that's what we had to wear to school, and you couldn't find them anywhere, and all of a sudden they came out everywhere. I think somebody legit came up with those and decided, how can I get money out of these? Oh, I know, I'll make it so the kids in school have to wear them. Oh, they were awful. I pray to God there are no pictures of me wearing those anywhere. That's the best thing. Pre-technology. Nothing I did is on the internet. But those hats, I'm skipping squirrel. Those hats from Bumblebees will get delivered after Christmas. Kristen will take those in. And then I've got a few of the little kids, like I said, about 12. I need to figure out what to do with those. And maybe the daycare locally. Bye, Gail.
Bye.
Yep, go make sugar cookies, make memories. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We love you very much. Thank you for all you've done and all your support. But then next year, so we've talked about what we weren't going to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we are going to do. We are going to continue Bumblebees for next year, of course. As long as I'm alive and I feel like I can, it will be continued. Then we are going to do Ella's Nostalgic Christmas if she decides to do it again. And I am going to do Christmas presents this year, but I'm not doing, she's looking at me like, what's she getting ready to say? I'm not.
You've already said part of it to me earlier.
I'm not doing the Santa's Workshop part where I, tell you all exactly who all I'm making for and how long I'm making it and how many weeks I have to do each project and
It was a good idea, but I think we put a lot of stress on yourself.
Well, I'm probably going to do it, but just I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I'm going to make a list. I already have started my list of what I would like to make and who I want to make for. But just like this past year, I changed it as I went along and then some other things got thrown in. I ended up making 4
blankets.
Was it 4 or 5? My mother,
4.
My mother-in-law, my husband's coworker, my best friend.
It's 4.
I thought there was another one. Anyway, at least 4 blankets that I made that went to people, like full-size blankets. And then I made a ton of towel toppers, which were received very well. I like the idea of having one present that I do over and over, even though I don't like repetitive stuff. Those were easy. It wasn't like a full project. It was easy. And I could pick and choose based on their personalities. Like if they had a pet, or if they
like coffee, or farm stuff,
or Christmas stuff, or I had one friend that really liked the gnomes for Christmas type stuff. So, and then I made some little, I made the Mabel chicken and gave it to Kristen's ag teacher. I made a pig and gave it to her ag teacher. And a farm towel. I made a plant for a friend of mine that likes plants. And a towel for her that said Bless This Kitchen, that had plants all over it.
Vines.
So those types of things will be things that I'm still working on, and you'll see them. I'm just not going to do a Santa's workshop where I say, oh, this is how you do this. If you need that bam, 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 scheduling type thing, go back and look for the video for Santa's workshop and you'll figure it out. It has all the information to tell you, figure out how many weeks you're willing to work on it. I think mine was like 40. I'm not sure how many presents you have to make. So I had 8 people I wanted to make for and divide it out. So I knew I needed 5 weeks per present. Most of them didn't take that long. Some of them took more because I got tired of working on blankets. I'm still going to do blankets this year. Kristen's like, no, you're not. Yes, I am.
She is.
And I've said in the past, when this year started, I said, I don't like to make blankets. But something has switched in my brain. And I don't
switch.
No, I like them. They take forever. That's the only thing I don't like. But I do like making them.
I don't do big projects. I want quick projects because I get bored really easily. That's why I'm only on row 53 of this, and Mom's already finished hers. I get bored really easily. I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I sit down, and then 2 hours later, I'll pick it back up. But I want quick projects. That's why you'll see me do amigurumi or hats and stuff, because I think in total, probably done 3 big blankets ever.
Yeah, but Mama hurt her hand because she wouldn't put hers down. So you're smart to take breaks. You need to take breaks.
I have ADHD, I
think. It's easier to make the things you want to make rather than the things you have to make. But there's a calming effect crocheting a blanket. Yeah. But the reason it bothers me is because I get started and I want to finish it. Like I have my blanket, my Christmas blanket that I still haven't told everybody what it's going to be, that I'm about probably a third of the way through.
You started that. Mm-hmm. So technically you have 5. You just didn't.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I set it to the side and I have not finished it. And so I want to work on that. I just want to hurry up and see the end result. I heard somebody ask the other day, are you a process or a product crocheter?
Product.
Well, I'm kind of both. I enjoy the process of figuring out how to do it. Yeah. Working the pattern.
Especially if there's no pattern and I'm making it myself, I like to do that and figure out okay, that didn't work. Let's try something else. Trial and error.
But then in the end, I want to see the product quicker. I don't necessarily want to keep the product. I'm not a keeper of crochet. 99% of my stuff gets donated or given away. It's just the way it is. I'm not one, the towels that I made don't hang in my kitchen. I have dogs. My newest little
puppy that likes to grab stuff.
Yeah, my newest little snot would go up and grab it and jerk it down and think it was a toy. And all you have to do is barely move the oven door handle and it'd be gone. Bye. And it has buttons, so that's not going to happen. So I'm not one who, my blankets, I keep my blankets that I made for me, but that's it. So everything else, I don't even wear a crocheted hat. Most of you all I see make your hats, you wear them. Becca Day, she wears hers in her video. I don't wear mine most of the time. I don't like to wear hats. I don't like to wear jackets. It's just the way it is. But, somebody said a great big hug blankets are. That's why they're a nice gift. That's funny you should say that. Because I made a shawl and gave it to a friend. We always joke with each other that we'd like to see each other. We could use a big hug. And it's one that we've shared grief through the years over things that have happened in our lives. And I gave her the shawl and I told her, I said, this is so when I can't be there, you can wrap it around you and have a great big hug without me being there. So I really like that idea. When you finish a somebody, any yarn you have left over, you put into a row or two of a memory blanket. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. I thought about doing that this year as I did projects. If I had leftover yarn, I don't know. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Merry Christmas.
See, that idea is what started my mood project, is a scrap blanket, but I wanted it to have meaning behind it.
That's what I was going to talk about. I'm glad you said that. Okay, so we had two things this year that we said we're not doing again next year. One was the Santa's workshop. Even though behind the scenes, I'm still going to be doing it. I'm going to use that same kind of philosophy myself. I've got a list started already. Like I said, I'm going to know who I have to. We're good. We're glad to see you. And I'm going to break it down into when I need to get it done. I'm probably going to try and make sure that it's a limited amount and that it's done by July. Because when June hits and they go back to, well, June probably. When June hits and they're out of school, I'm done. Like, that's what happened this year. When June hit, I was done. And I had to force myself to finish the rest of the things that needed done, which I got done, but still. So I'm going to be working behind the scenes. You'll see the projects. I'm just not going to say, oh, well, this is Santa's secret workshop. I have this many days to do this. No.
I'm on week 4 of this project. Nope.
Not doing that pressure to myself. Like behind the scenes, I probably will be, because that's just how my brain works. But I'm just going to try, and I've tried to slow down and make things that I want to make and things that make me happy. Alana, I'm doing the same thing, and Kristen rolls her eyes and says, don't say that.
What?
Making things for grandbabies.
She does. She has...
You never know, right?
A blanket, a vest, and working on another blanket.
Halfway through another blanket, I think. Yep.
And then she's going to make another one.
Yep. I've got 3 to make. I want to make blankets and other things. I want to do that for a hope chest. When I was growing up, we had a hope chest. So those are things.
I have measuring cups in it.
Those are things I want to leave for grandbabies. I mean, I don't want, if something happens to me, I don't want my kids to say, look at all the things that your Nana used to make, and then they have nothing, but everybody else has it. So it's not supposed to be sad. It's just meant to be for a future. Maybe by that time I'll still be here. It won't feel like crochet, and maybe my hands will be all like that because that's where I'm headed with RA, right? So, but there won't be a giveaway for the Secret Santa secret workshop thing. I'm not doing that next year. I did one this year. I think we had 10 entries, and I think there were 4 people who entered. So, and that's on the Facebook page. It doesn't come through YouTube. So we do have a Facebook group. Once you get off of here, it'll show. It shows in most of our videos, and you can go enter there. Oh, Alana, I'm so sorry. Well, you know what? You make their blankets and you just put it in something just put it in a bag for them. It will mean the same. They will be so excited and so happy to have it, I'm sure. And we're praying for you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But so then there was the mood project. We're not doing a mood project again. No. Neither one of us finished it.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to. I might. I'm still on the fence. I'm still trying to decide.
Yeah, neither one of us finished it. I don't know if I can show you without other stuff being in the way.
You showed it before, didn't you?
No, I took mine, and maybe I did. You
started to show it, but you couldn't because it had things on there for the advent.
Oh, that's right. I can't show it because it has, yeah. So I took mine and I cut it off wherever it was, which was like October. I put a black single crochet border around the edge and a chain at the top, and I'm using it as a stitch marker holder. I didn't go any farther than October. I will say the mood project helped both of us.
It did.
It helped us to regulate how we felt, because even when I had a really, like, I'm talking the worst week, the worst, I could go to that and think, okay, we're going to try and think positive, though, and think about something that is good, because that's what helps, right? And so that's what I was doing. Generic stuff and have a gift stash. Yes, 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 and yes, Susan, I'm doing that too. So I'm doing a generic thing, and that's what I did this year as I got to the end of the year, and I had some things for those that I did not make it to the Secret Santa's Workshop thing, or Santa's Workshop. I don't know why I keep saying secret. I guess when I was growing up, it used to be a Secret Santa's Workshop. Those that I did not get to make items for, I pulled from stash. So I'm also going to have stash for that and for donations. Gathering some of each of their special toys, books, etc., so they have them. They can choose to pass them down to their own children one day. What a nice memory. That's wonderful. I love that. So we're not going to do a mood project next year. We did really good until June, and then
we got out of school and
done.
we were done.
And it was simply a row each week. It's hard to get caught up. And we thought that everybody did temperature blankets. I didn't want to do that. I don't have a connection to the weather. The weather makes me hurt when it's cold. So I really don't care to crochet a line that says it was negative 12 degrees or felt like negative 12. No, thank you. I don't need that kind of memory in my life in the summertime or the fall. No, thank you. I prefer not to. I've heard that's part of the reason I think I'm hurting so bad right now is the weather has done a roller coaster the past few weeks here. We had kids were out of school for a day and a half. Was there a delay the next day?
We had an early out and then a cancellation and then we went back to school.
Yeah. So we had snow. What I used to call just a skiff or a sprinkle or not sprinkle, a flurry here, barely covers the ground. They went out to a sleigh ride and it was like 2 trips down the hill and the snow was gone type thing. Here now is like, oh my goodness, it snowed. In the higher elevations, it does snow more.
We did get quite a bit though.
It didn't stick and it didn't last. I was used to growing up, we measured in feet, not inches. We had, 1.5 feet of snow. Now they're like, well, we got 2 inches. Okay, whatever. I just want them to have one good snow like I had growing up. I said we were out of school for a week at a time. And we still didn't have to make it up. I don't remember making up days. You did what you did.
Well, I won't have to make any of it because I get it on a set date.
That's true. Miss, I'm a senior. I don't have to do it. Miss, I turn into an adult in less than, what is it?
I have 14 days.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Barometric pressure is killing me, Miss C.
Miss C, I'm using your bag to hold my shawl.
Yep. So anyway, if you did a mood project this year, throughout the year, or we said you could do a mood hat, you could do a mood blanket, you could do a mood scarf, whatever you did, you still have time to do one in December and submit it over on the Facebook group. You can submit it and you can be entered to win a gift prize from us, not YouTube or Facebook affiliated, just us. That being said, the one that I pulled I've already pulled the one for Santa's workshop, and the one I pulled January 6th for hers for the mood blanket probably won't go out till the end of January, and it might be February. I'm not going to apologize. It's life, and I can't do anything else right now. It's the way it is. So, family first, we're taking care of things here, and then when things change, which will be sometime in January or February, then things will be okay, and we can move back to doing the things we like to do. But we wanted to come today to say thank you for all you've done. We wanted to come today to say thank you for all you've done, for being here. Most importantly, for being here, support. And the fact that you all enjoy what we do means everything. 2 temperature blankets. Oh my goodness. What? I can't see all that. What does that say? Measured what? Something by 10 feet.
Use the measurement.
No, I can't see because of the heart. Somebody else comment. So here, I'll comment garbly gook. I don't want to do that. There we go. So I can see 7 feet by 10 feet. Are you serious? Good night, nurse. Oh my goodness. Bod hat. I can't even say that. Bod Hatapalooza again next year. So that is 50 to 52 hats for you. And Juan is doing a spin the wheel hat. So there are more. I've heard about some of his stuff like that. I've been watching Jax and some of the things that she's doing. Yeah. So my idea is to be happy crocheting. And not that I haven't been happy crocheting this year. I don't want you all to think I haven't been. I have been. But I put a lot of, hey, Sarah, how are you?
Hello.
So happy you're here. We're glad you caught us. It's not that I haven't been happy doing the things we've done for YouTube. It's been a learning experience and a lot of fun. But there are some things I'm wanting to take away, like the pressure of having to hurry up and do, hurry up and do, hurry up and do to get a video out. So you all may get more of this kind of thing. You may get more of a chit-chatty, hey, this is what our week looked like. Here's the highs and lows of
Here's what we're working on.
life, not of temperature, because I could care less. If it's sunshine, I'm not checking the temperature, except I'm not going out when it's so humid I can't breathe. And if it's cold and it's below 30, I'm staying inside and hibernating, so we good. Health issues cause that, and I'm good with that. I'm very happy at home. More so than I've ever been, actually. So you're probably going to get a little bit more chit chat, and you will get crochet, and we're going to do, I do make baby blankets. Yes, I do make baby blankets. I make baby blankets to donate, and I'm making baby blankets as we speak. Hold on a second. I'll show you one for the heirloom, for the
hope chest.
Yep. I'm just trying
She's already made one.
I was trying to get the knot out, Miss C.
Yeah, she's using hers too. We love them.
So
she's already made one, and I claimed it because it's in my colors.
And then my youngest said, who's 13 and doesn't need to be thinking about babies anytime soon, Mama's going to sit on him. He wanted camouflage. Now listen, I'm not actually going to sit on him. I asked him what color. He said camo. I'm sure once he grows up and has children, he'll be like, why did I say that? But this is the moss stitch, and I really, really like it a lot. I like the pattern. It looks like Minecraft. He likes Minecraft. I really, really, really like.
I like the pulling it's doing.
But it's also so like, this is Red Heart, and it moves like this. This is insane. Red Heart doesn't move like this. Gingerbread, yum. Send some over. Enjoy a good crochet along, whether we work on something together or our own projects. See, I like that too. And I think that's what you're going to see more from us this year. It is hard for us to get a live going. It's impossible for us to do a live when nobody else is doing one. We've always just said, sorry, forgive us, please. And if you'd rather be somewhere else, that's fine too. Watch later, because we can't. And Kristen's life is about to do a 180-degree turn. So
that's scary.
It's life. She turns 18 in 14 days. She's working and she's in high school. But come May, she's done. Yeah, taking college classes. But come May, she's done. So she's going out to college in the real world. Now, she will still be here, and because the college is local, but she will be busy. And so we will hit and miss when we can, right? When she's not working, which is always odd days, and she's not going to school, which is always odd times. So it is what it is. You'll get us when you get us. We are still going to be here. I'm not saying we're not going to crochet things and make videos that say, but you're going to get a lot more, I think, gonna. Y'all tell them from the South, and I'm a hillbilly. Gonna.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you. It is a big step, Miss C.
It is.
She's looking forward to it. She wants to be a teacher. But it's different. We're going to have fun. I don't want to be stressed. There are lots of times, and we have gotten better at pre-recording. So you do see things kind of weird. You know, you'll see them and you'll be like, what? And you'll see them, you know, a week or two after we do them. And
thank you, Alana.
You may say, I've already seen that on a live because you showed it on a live. Well, I can't keep a secret. So
she cannot keep a secret.
It's not that I can't keep a secret. I can't keep a gift secret or a crochet project secret.
Listen, that's why I've waited until like a couple of days ago to get your Christmas present, because I can't keep Melon a secret.
Thank you, Alana. I appreciate that. Yes, Miss C.
I tell her everything. So then I have to wait if I'm getting her something. Because if, like, this year, I think I got your birthday present like 2 weeks early, and she got it early because I can't keep it a secret.
See, I passed it on. I can't help myself. Like, I bought my husband something for Christmas before all this mess happened, and I really want to give it to him because he needs it and he can use it, but I can't give it to him. So he's going to wait.
Also, my little brother, because I just wrapped his Christmas present yesterday, or no, this morning. And he was like, well, give me a hint. And I almost told him what it was because I'm awful at it.
Well, Christmas for the past, yes, she got it honest. She got a lot of things honest, honey. The mouth, the attitude, all of it.
Either of those.
I'm waiting on lightning to strike. Anyway, I was going to say, Christmas last year and this year has been completely different for us. For those who don't know, this happened a long time ago. 2015, I lost my dad. 2014, my mom was diagnosed with dementia. And so 2016, I lost my brother. So life is different for us, right? But then in the past 2 years, last year, my oldest moved out. And yeah, that's right. You got to love your mama because she's the only one you're going to get, right?
I do love her.
And so it's different. It's an adjustment, right? And so for me, and my health has not been great either. So I get it when you all say, like, I've had people say they didn't want to watch the Christmas stuff. That's okay. That's okay. You do you, boo. I'm good. You do what makes you happy.
You got that from me. I say you do
You do you, boo. I like you do you, boo. It's okay. It's okay. Do you. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to watch it 10 times, watch it 100 times. I don't care. Oh, Cindy, I wish you would. I wish you would. I've told so many people to go to your channel. I'm sure that there are bunches knocking at your door and saying, hey, and I've had several say, hello, yeah, they want your stitch markers. Girl, I don't know how you get in there with a teeny, I'd be doing this. If y'all haven't seen Cindy at Life in Yarn Tangled and the Christmas Advent that she gave us that we won, that we've been opening every day, you need to go look. You talk about some microscopic crochet.
I would get frustrated and throw that thing across the room.
You remember those steel hooks? I think she's got the baby steel hooks. Like, I just can't. I can't with her. She's like teeny tiny, and they're gorgeous.
They are
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And I'm so excited. I love them. Yes, it's been beautiful. So, and another thing, I don't know if I mentioned it, I'll mention it again, because we did post a video that said what we're not doing, and I'm afraid people would get confused because, it's easy to get confused when you say stuff. But we are going to do Christmas extravaganza. At least that's my plan. That's our baby, and we plan to do that again. I already have a list for that. Now, is that stressful? It's fun for me, though. I mean, I don't mind stressful if it's fun. Yeah, that was stressful. But then in July, I'd have had a whole month that I didn't have to do videos. We did a few basic ones, and that was it. And it was easy then to have a break. And I like that. And we've had a break for Christmas while we were doing the Advent. I'm sorry, no words. This to here doesn't happen today. And I don't know that happens frequently. It is what it is. If you're a female, you understand. If you are of an age, I'm gonna knock on the big half century next year. So, working on starting Missy's Cottage podcast. Aww. That's pretty.
I love that.
Wish you could have some one day, maybe. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I do. Holding it right in front of my face. Cindy, I don't think I could see it then either. I really don't. My vision is poor and getting worse by the minute. So I just don't, and my hands, I just, like, to even see what I'm doing there, I gotta like squint. So yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. The reindeer, I have to say, was probably, I think it was the first day, and it was probably my favorite. I love reindeer. It's so cute. And the yarn ball measuring tape, favorite thing. And I don't know why, it just is. But we will do Christmas extravaganza. If you don't know what that is 31 day, 31? Is it 31 or 30 days in July? 30 days after September. Okay, 31 days of Christmas gift ideas, maybe decorations, maybe gifts, maybe household gifts, maybe personal gifts, maybe it's a whole bunch of things. And I go through and find patterns and see what I think you might like or I need to give to people, and I work them up. And I take those sometimes, and those end up being Christmas presents too, depending on what they are. The one thing I did with that one was we did the household towel topper, and then I ended up, somebody said in a live one day, why don't you just make those for everybody? And I did, and everybody loved them. And like I said, I also did washcloths this year, not for the first time, but for the first time that I was really proud of how they turned out. I used cotton, and of course, and I did a moss stitch, which is one of the things I loved about doing the Nostalgic Christmas is I did the different stitch every day, and it helped me a lot to learn new stitches, like Miss C said with the hats, and it gave me confidence. I'm the world's worst to look at something and say, I don't know if I can make that. If it has a pattern, you can make it. I promise you. Might take some practice, but you can get there. The smallest hook I had was a 0.4. Yeah, I can imagine bending it. Yeah. Nah. Baby blanket from one of the Creative Grandma's Stitch of the Week patterns. I could help. Oh, that'd be neat. I love that kind of thing, finding new stitches and learning about them. The moss stitch has become my favorite actually since I figured it out. And I love the way it's so flexible, even with like red heart yarn, which is a whole nother thing. Has anybody had this happen? I know, I think it was Dreeny said that she had it happen to her. You bought new red heart yarn. I know some of y'all don't like red heart yarn. I know we're crooked. I'm sorry. I loved red heart yarn. It was my favorite. And the other day, it's one of two things. Either I ate something that caused an allergic reaction, which is possible. I'm allergic to cinnamon. I'm mildly allergic to pineapple. It depends on how strong the pineapple is, how the taste and everything. And
lavender.
Scents, lavender, eucalyptus, florals most of the time.
And those are out and about with cinnamon and lavender because it's holidays. There's like lavender bath sets in the stores, and then cinnamon because of Christmas.
There's another reason why I don't go out much at Christmas to stores. But it could have been that. It could have been something I ate. I did find out one time I was eating the oatmeal that you prep that's in little packets, and it has cinnamon in it in some of them that's not supposed to keep it fresh. It's a preservative. Or it might be that I am allergic to the new red heart yarn that is made in other places. And this one says made in the USA with fibers from outside of the country. And I was working with it and scratching myself like nobody's business because it was so bad. Would not go away, which is one of the reasons I thought it could be food related. But I don't know. It really bothered me. So I'm going to try again. Matter of fact, I think it was that camo blanket. And that's yarn I've bought within the past 2 months. So it's new red heart. It's not something that's been in my stash. My stash stuff doesn't do that. Crocheting 45 years and don't own a stitch marker. I did not start using stitch markers. I used to use yarn sometimes as a stitch marker. I was really bad to try and count it anyway until I started doing amigurumi, and that doesn't work. And I started using them a lot, though, especially since this Advent, because now I use one where I'm finishing to hold the stitches so they don't pull out. They're really good for that. I use one to show where I was when I first started this time crocheting, so I can look back and see how much it grew. And I use one to show me what hook I was using. I put it on there. Otherwise, I don't remember. And I either have to go back and sort through videos and find it, or I'm without.
Right now, I'm using mine to keep track of rows because I'm doing it in 5 row increments. So right here, I'm on row 50, and then I know 51, 52, 53, 54. About to start row 55, and I'll move it up.
Good idea.
This is also because this one increases on one side to know, so I don't mix it up.
Where'd you get that yarn from?
I think it was Miss C. Miss C, didn't you send me this?
Size 14 steel. Oh my goodness. I love antique doilies. I used to make doilies. When I first started crocheting, that's what I loved to do the most. And I would make them, and I was like 8 or 9. And my grandma, I think I was a little older when I started making them for her, she would flip because my aunt used to make them. She's like, oh, you're just like Aunt Lainey. I wish I still had some of those. I have no idea what happened to them when my grandma passed because I gave them to her.
Because it was in my bag, and it was in my tote that I keep my yarn in. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Because I was wanting to crochet the other night. And I'm like, I'll find a yarn and then I'll pick a pattern. And I picked up this yarn. And I was like, oh, I'll do something with it.
Yep. Amies are hard to do with yarn. You can also use a paper clip, which is easier to get out. Or you can use a safety pin. I used to use those too.
I do too, Missy. It's beautiful. It's super soft too.
Yep. Very pretty. It is. Anti-pilling. Premier anti-pilling everyday DK prints.
And just peachy. I remember because I love the name.
Soft.
Feel it crocheted up. It's squishy.
It's squishy. So I'm getting. No, her name was Lainey. Her name was Lainey, Laney, like Lainey Wilson, which is kind of funny. I never thought about that.
Lainey Wilson.
I never thought about that until you said that. But yeah, her name was Lainey. Do you need more yarn? Oh, does she need more yarn? No, I think she's good.
I have 3 rolls of it. I think I have.
Yep, I think she's good. We appreciate that, though.
We do.
But look at that.
I had perfect amount for it.
Look at how it's working up. This, to me, when she showed me, I said, that screams beach. Like with pretty cover up, if you kept going and going and going and going until it was, really wide and you could just wrap. I love it. It screams beach to me. It
I love it.
makes me think of summer. They call you
wanted-
Lainey. I love that.
I wanted to make something that I would wear because I'm like Mom, I make hats. I rarely ever wear them. I'll make ear warmers. I barely ever wear those. Scarves I don't use. The only ones I use are the infinity scarves. But I think I like the way this one sits, the way that Spring was showing it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that and I'll use it and I'll wear it. And I'm picked this yarn because I love it. Because Miss C sent it to me and it has my color in it.
See, I'm so bad to say I make things for others and I don't make for me. Occasionally I do. I made this. And I'm sorry, you'd have to go back and look at our videos because I don't remember what it was. I do remember this is Happy. Is it Mandala, whatever you say, Happy. And I don't remember this stitch, but I know that I put it on a video and I linked the pattern. But this was supposed to be a pocket shawl, and then once I finished it, I didn't want to put pockets on it, and I do use this. My friend gave me this yarn for my birthday.
And then Ella sent me more.
Because what do y'all see when you see this yarn? If you haven't,
80s.
Yeah, 80s, and you all know I'm an 80s chick. So that's why they got me this yarn, and I do wear this.
She does, and she would we'd be sitting in the living room, and she just put it over her lap.
Yeah, it's half size of a blanket. If I'd have had it done over, I probably would have just made a blanket out of it because it's so warm and so fuzzy. And I wear it as a shawl just wrapped around me like that, especially in the wintertime when it is cold here. Last winter, it was like negative 17 degrees here, which is unusual. But, what do they call that? The polar vortex.
I don't know. It's cold. It was 16
it needed
degrees
meds last year.
When I went to school on Thursday, and I hated it.
Thank you, Miss C. I really like this pattern. I don't remember what it is, but I do remember it's worked this way, side to side. Was super, super easy, very easy repeat. But I can't remember what it is, but I know it's saved on our stuff. But I really, really liked it. I just didn't want pockets on it after the fact. I wrapped it around me and I thought, oh, that feels so good. So it has a pretty red, and then it has a hot pink like I like, and a really pretty blue and an orange and a green, and then it repeats. And probably the repeat is not right on here because I use more than, nope, the repeat's not right because I use more than one ball. And yep. But I like the marled colors on this. See, I don't like it in that.
The repeat's red. It goes red, blue, green,
not
orange,
when you get down
blue,
here though,
pink,
it's not
red.
When you get down here, it goes blue, green, blue, red. See, right there is probably where I had to join again. So
it's soft.
I really like it a lot.
It's held up really good. You've made it.
Yeah, it's been used and abused. That's another reason I don't keep stuff because, this house and these dogs and all that stuff. It's been used and abused. And I'm pretty sure I saw the youngest dog laying on it the other day, a little brat. So, the Hope Stitch. That sounds interesting. Happy yarn was made into a cocoon sweater. I've thought about making one of those before.
I've started one but ripped it out.
I think actually that's what I was going to make when I made I made another one of these for the friend who bought me this yarn. Matter of fact, I made hers first with a different stitch, I believe. I'm not sure. With a brown. And so when I got this, when she gifts me yarn, I like to make things I will keep because we've been best friends since before I was born. Her mother took my mom to the hospital when she was pregnant with me. Yeah, her mother took my mom to the hospital when I was pregnant. That worked real good, wouldn't it? No. So there's that. And then she gifted me, is it Lion Brand Evergreen? No, Ferris Wheel Evergreen.
Yeah.
And I made my Christmas tree hat with that. So, yep. Creative Grandma doing a baby blanket in that stitch. I'll have to look it up once I finish this one. For Kristen's baby blanket, I did just a star blanket. It's an 8-point star.
With, what was the yarn? I don't even remember.
Lion Brand Ice Cream Pistachio?
Yeah, because it had that
green.
Dark pistachio green.
Yeah, it had grays and greens and whites in it.
And my mint green.
Yeah.
Same that I'm using here.
And then for Luke's, it's a moss stitch with the red heart camo. And then I think the oldest said just something neutral because you never know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. What am I going to do neutral? I don't know. Blech. I don't like neutrals for baby blankets, but whatever. Maybe I'll find something that I like a pretty gray.
Maybe,
I don't know.
like grandma did something blue and pink, or like different
Maybe.
colors.
Yeah, my husband's grandmother made us a quilt when we were expecting and didn't know what it was going to be, and she made it half blue, half pink,
And
like
it
in
was passed
squares.
down between all of us.
Yeah, it was like a blue here, a pink here, a blue
It was
here.
like checkers.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's my plans for this year. To recap, I plan to make things easier for us. I want to do things that make me happy. I want to crochet things that make me happy. I tried a bunch of new patterns at the end of the year that I thought I couldn't make, and obviously I made the items. They were good. It builds my confidence, and my husband always says, "You're your own worst critic." Yep, I am. I can find flaws when nobody else can. I know that most people wouldn't be able to tell there's a flaw unless they're a crocheter, and even then you got to look real close. So I'm going to do things that make me happy so that I can get so I can maintain happiness with crochet, and it can continue to be a stress reliever and not a stress causer. I'm going to do Christmas extravaganza, nostalgic Christmas, if Ella so chooses to do it again at the end of the year. That was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that, it was memories from my childhood and her childhood combined together, and ornaments and things that we made that reminded us of those types of things. So it was a lot of fun. And then Bumblebee's Night and Outreach will come back next year. There may be some changes to Bumblebees. Most of it will be on our end, having to deal with the nursing home stuff. We're not going to take blankets to them this year. The one nursing home asked that we didn't because they had plenty. So we did shawls and lap gowns for them this year. Accepted those and made some ourselves and took them. I don't know what we'll do this coming year. I need it to be something smaller. So if you all have ideas, let me know. I need it to be something that doesn't take up all that room. 141 blankets, plus we had 141 coloring books, 141 coloring pencils, toiletries, 141 toiletries.
Of that in toiletries.
I will, Miss C. I will have to go watch her because I love those stitch patterns.
Socks.
Thank you. 141. Yep. So blankets and stuff take up a lot of space, and on top of the hats, it was a lot. So either I'm going to shift, which I'm probably going to do anyway, shift the deadline for the nursing home stuff to another time so that they're not on top of each other, because they were a week apart, and that way I'm not piling up as much. And I'm going to, for Bumblebees, I'm going to focus on parades first, because at one point I wasn't sure if we'd have enough because I'd given so many out in the community to outreaches, which is great. There is an outreach that wasn't started but grew this year that I wasn't able to help as much as I would have liked to, because I didn't find out about it until just a little bit before Christmas, that they were expanding. And actually the expansion is probably going to take place next year. So they will expand outside of our county and reach other children for Christmas. And hey, Pam, how are you? Good to see you, lady.
Hello.
Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Tell us what you're doing this weekend. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to scale back as far as stress, scale up as far as fun. You're going to see more things like this where we do, I don't know, you all know I'm not going to have a schedule. I can't tell you every week that I can do something because our life is hectic. I know everybody's is
constantly changing.
Yeah, I know everybody's life's hectic, but my husband's schedule is crazy. Her schedule's crazy, and I have to have her here, obviously. I want her here when I'm doing lives, and I need to have, the ability to have everybody here who needs to help get things ready to go. So we're going to do what we can do. Hopefully do more lives. Definitely do more chit chat. So it'll either be in a live like this or a video just like this where we sit and talk and tell you what's going on, and we're crocheting and tell you what we're working on. I've hesitated to do those kind because I didn't know if anybody would really, want to see that. But that's what we want to do. Ooh, adult bibs is a neat idea. I don't know about the need either, but I'll ask. Bags for walkers on wheelchairs. I have actually had somebody ask about making those for the nursing home, like people in the YouTube community this year. And I don't think we received any, but that is really a neat idea because that's obviously something they can use, right? And I'm thinking would be an easy rectangle and then put pockets on it, right? And they could carry their stuff. That would be a fantabulous idea because it's nice and small. I would just explain to them what it is. We could even put the items in the pockets, you know. Merry Christmas. Hey, Amy, how are you, honey? I'm so happy to see you. It's good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. How's the puppy? I know we have one too. He's a nightmare, but it's okay. In the best possible way. He has been a lifesaver for me. He has really changed my whole world when it comes to, if I didn't have him, I don't know how my mental health would be a lot worse. I could just say that. He's been a blessing. Tube socks for the infusion center for patients who get chemotherapy or other infusions for dialysis centers. That's a great idea. So some of those things will be the things that we're looking at. It'll mainly be on the nursing home side that we have to change things. We're still taking hats, scarves, gloves, all that stuff next year for Bumblebees for our stuff. But I'm just going to be a little more selective about how we distribute to make sure we have enough for parades. And we may even add an extra parade because the parades we did, one was in the second week of December and one was the third. I would like to pick up one a little earlier than that, maybe, and maybe bless another community. It seems like when we do parades, I feel, I don't know, it's very uplifting and they enjoy them a whole lot. And we really enjoy that. Their arms get cold. Oh. So that's what's going to be changing. It won't be a whole lot for you all that donate hats because there's nothing to change. It works. It's just on our end, the things we do. We realized this year that we cause ourselves more heartache than we should. Like at the last minute, the day of bagging hats, we went, oh, we need something in them. So I printed off all this long thing of stuff. We cut them. Kristen cut them, folded them, stamped them with little hearts that said made with love. And then we put them in the bags. It's a fabulous idea. I want to do it again.
But we need to be prepared sooner than that.
We need to be prepared sooner. I could probably make it easier by having them printed at Staples instead of trying to print them at home since my printer bit the dust. I don't know. It's a brand new printer. Anybody else have a Canon or Pixma printer that after you change the ink, it doesn't want to pull the paper? This is the second or third one I've had, and it happens every time. And yes, this is the cheapest of the cheapest ones, but still it shouldn't do that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But those types of things we could have been working on all year to get those done instead of waiting until the night of and spending 4 hours trying to get the face. It was your idea.
Don't get me wrong.
It was your idea.
But we needed to think of that sooner.
Yeah. We're really bad for last minute ideas that take a long time, have a great outcome, but we don't have much time to get them done. Lap throws and hats for patients at oncology. They're very important. Absolutely. So one of the other things we did with the Bumblebees is hats went to veterans, to the Veterans Museum, and they handed those out. They went to REACH, which is a local center for parents who are learning how to teach their children at home before they go to school, those kinds of things, all the basic learning at the beginning. They also have a pantry for food, and they do all kinds of things there. So they come in contact with a lot of families and give them out. Loaves and Fishes gives out to people in the community who need them. We did a Union Mission. It also gives out to people in the community. So all those things are great places that we gave to. We also gave some to community and schools, and we gave some to a local motorcycle club that gives to over 250 children in the community. Next year, they are the ones who are expanding that I would like to help more. They are expanding to other counties, and they give an outfit, a pair of shoes, a jacket, a toy, and maybe something else to every child in the family. So they get a complete, set of something for Christmas. So I hope everyone here is going to have a Merry Christmas. Whether there are presents under the tree doesn't matter. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with me. The type of presents under the tree don't matter either. Last year we learned a lesson the hard way when at the last minute things got cut not the last minute. It was like October, things got cut at my husband's work. And so we had to scale back. And it was one of the best Christmases I think we've ever had.
I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
About the presents. You're spending time with family.
Yep. It was for me, it was a reality check about
eye-opening.
Yeah, it's not what it's about. And so we learned that we didn't have to go crazy. And this year I didn't go crazy either because I didn't need to. And I planned long ahead of time and did for them. And like I said, my kids came first and everybody else. I love you. And that's kind of what the joke on my Facebook page today was. I'm your Christmas present. Congratulations. Your membership is renewed for a year. And I know you guys have seen that one, but I legitimately mean it. You know, friendship and love is about what I have to give right now. And there are several that I gave, you know, homemade presents to, but there are tons of people I would love to give to. Some of you said you'd love to give more than you do. It is what it is. You know, you can only do what you can do. So we give what we can. We found great joy. There is a video on the Facebook group, not on YouTube because of privacy and just because I just felt better putting it on the Facebook group that shows the parade that we were in for the Fireman's Parade, the Christmas parade. So it's in our group. You can go see it. Gingerbread in the oven. Sea foam candy. All right, Sonia, we got to talk. We got to talk. Right now, we got to talk. Got to talk. Got to talk. Tell me, like, not everything, but just the basis of seafoam candy, because I'm pretty sure that that's the candy I keep asking everybody about that my daddy used to make. He made it one time. It was super rich. It's like fudge, but on steroids. It's super, super good, and I really need the recipe. So if that's what it is, I need it. I need the recipe. You can email me. It's in the description box. You get my friendship for another year always.
We get your friendship too, everybody.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. If that is seafoam candy, if that is what I'm thinking it is, it's super rich. And I can't remember what it's made of, but it has like walnuts and it's like a fudge, but it's got other stuff in it. And I can't remember the recipe, and I really, really need it because I need to make it one time.
Yeah, because she always talks about it. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
He made it one time, and I like one piece, and you're done. You can't because it's so sweet. But like we make fudge. We usually make fudge, peanut butter balls, no bake cookies, peanut butter cookies. The three no flour peanut butter cookies, which is a cup of flour, a cup of peanut butter, and an egg.
A cup.
Yeah, a cup of flour. No, not flour. A cup of sugar. Sorry, no flour. Cup of sugar, a cup of peanut butter, and an egg. Mix it together, roll it out like you do for peanut butter cookies, and flatten them out. Bake in the oven. Yum.
It's easy.
And they're gluten-free. Yay! So if Cindy's still here from Life in Your Entangled, there you go. It's easy. But yeah, I love them. Love them, love them. Pull taffy. That's a great family thing. And make microwave caramel popcorn. I had a friend growing up who made what I call Kool-Aid popcorn. I don't know. It was like Kool-Aid flavors, I think. It was like it would turn the color of Kool-Aid. It was like blue or red, depending on what she put on it. And it had a candy coating. It was so good. Icicle pickles? I don't know what that is. Really? That sounds interesting. Roxy, go. Sorry, the dog is trying to be the center of attention as usual. Icicle pickles. So like pickle spears, or is that something different? I don't know what that I don't know what that is.
Candy coated pickles. That's what it sounds like.
Ooh. That might be interesting. We are a pickle family here. My husband and his sister used to drink the pickle juice. So like, yeah, it's something else. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to have to go soon, but I'll give you guys time to say goodbye and all your
Merry Christmas
things you want to say. We just really, our message today was to say Merry Christmas. We love you. Thank you for being here. Yes, please, Sonia, let me know what it is. Yep. And don't forget that we love you and to be kind because
we care about all of you all. Oh, be kind because you're else's journey. I missed that part.
Always be kind. We appreciate your support this year for Bumblebees and for loving what we love, for loving the people we love, and for loving the journey because it is about the journey. And if our journey brings joy to somebody else and helps them through their journey, that's the best part, right? We love you too, Amy, so much. We love all you guys so much. Amy, your card, you have no idea. It meant a lot. It meant a whole lot. So, Sonia, it will be in the description box at the end of this, or it's in the description box of almost all our videos, I think. If not, I will send it to you. Yes, have a fabulous holiday season. A happy new year. Yep, Roxy's losing her head over here.
Because
She's
not getting
nuts.
attention.
It all started in September. The gifts that year was made over thrift store or handmade. I love that. I've thought about that. Somebody loves me. I love somebody too. A whole bunch of them. Merry Christmas and all the chatters. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Susan, I've been using Susan, the stamper with the heart that we used for
Made
the
with
bumblebees.
love.
Made with love was the one that you sent us. So a little piece of you went out to all the bumblebee stuff. We're so excited. But I tried to get people to go on and share their hats and show them, but we didn't get a lot of reaction with that. I think people don't like to be on Facebook. So, Kim, hey, Merry Christmas. Have you been hiding in the bushes or you just get here? I need to go catch up on your videos. I know I'm so far behind. I love, love, love your building. She has her own personal little she shed outside now. It's beautiful. She worked hard on it. Yep. So Merry Christmas, everybody. We love you super big.
Merry Christmas.
Super big. If we don't
love
see
you,
I'm sure that we probably won't see you. We have a couple more through the 25th of the Life and Yarn Tangled Advent calendar things that will be coming out. But I don't think we'll have anything else until after Christmas. So don't forget that we love you very, very much. We appreciate your friendship. It means more to us than you will ever know. And I'm not just saying that. The things that you all have said and just being there for us and coming back all the time and enjoying what we do means more than you will ever know. Oh, we love you so very much. Merry Christmas, Kim. I hope you have a fabulous Christmas. Sending love and hugs your way. I know it's not always easy, but you are in my thoughts constantly. We pray for you guys and hope you have a great time. Enjoy your Christmas, even if all you do is sit around and drink a Pepsi or a hot cocoa or a coffee. Coffee sounds good right now, but it's too late for me. And watch TV and look at a tree or not at a tree. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever you do. Hey, Zach, how are you? Your last day of work. Are you feeling better? Weren't you sick the other day? Back December 26th, 2 days off. That's great. Weren't you sick the other day, Zach? Are you feeling better? Thought I saw you were sick and working. That stinks. That unnecessary or the necessary evil of work, right? One of these days, there won't be any of that, right? I'm going to go to heaven and there ain't going to be any work up there like that. None of that nasty work we got to do. Sick for like a week straight, feeling better now. I'm so glad. Very glad. Me too, Marlene. We love you guys. We've got to go. We do have some things that we have to go do and spend some time with family. Stop popping them knuckles.
Sorry. It gets there every time.
It gives me the creeps. But we do have to go as much as I hate to. But we just wanted to say Merry Christmas. I don't want to go because I like spending time with you all. But I
You
have
all are
to.
just like our family.
You are. But my husband and my youngest are in there waiting for us to figure out what we're going to do this evening. So we love you all. Have a Merry Christmas. Okay, good, Zach. Good. Zach says he may go pop-up live tonight, 9:30 or 10 Eastern Standard for those who will be up and awake and looking. Go visit Zach. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. So we love you. I've said it a million times, but I hope that you understand that I mean it and that we appreciate you. If you heard nothing else this whole time, please know that we appreciate you. I don't have words. I just don't have words. It's been a year, a wonderful year. And this year in YouTube has meant so much to us. So I just wanted to say thank you.
We love you all.
Yep. Thank you.
We appreciate all of your love throughout this year.
Your love and friendship is the greatest gift. It really is that you have given me this year. It is amazing. And I appreciate it so very, very much. The fact that you care to be here. We appreciate you. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.